करें तो क्या इशू आ सकता है। क्या कर वन टाइम से पहले आप क्रिएट मोर लाइव स्ट्रीम डेली अपलोड आप और भी फीचर को इनेबल कर पाओगे, कोई भी एक्सटर्नल लिंक। इसके अलावा
Yo, yo, yo. 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 What up, boys? How everybody doing? You doing good? Ready? Alright. Let me do my analysis real quick. Wait, let me just send my chart. Discord. Alright. Wait, the music is too loud. There we go. There we go. Should be fine now. Alright, what we got on gold? You see, crazy. Gold respected the areas we drew yesterday. See? How we respected everything. Which means the areas that we drew yesterday were perfect. Because like gold is respecting them very nicely. Look here. Came up, respected here, respected, closed below, retested, respected, respected, closed below, drove, or retested first, then we drove. Respected, came up, closed above, retested, respected again. And now it's respecting again, right? So the zones we drew yesterday were perfect. So I don't really want to change much about the zones because they seem to be respected pretty well. So yeah. just fix here. Let me see here. So we have tap, tap, retest, tap, tap. All right, pretty good zone here on 2024. We have a pretty good zone on 2024. We have a pretty strong rejection area right there, guys. 2024, no, 2021, 2021, my bad. 2021, let's see here. We seem to be in the range between 2021 and 2034, right? It seems to be the big range we're in. So this is the zone we're in, guys. Right now, this is the area we're in. Let's go on the hourly. What did the hourly do? Okay, came down there. Hourly came down, tapped right here. This seems to be a resistance. You see here, tap, tap. Below here, the range looks pretty clean until 2005. This is some minor resistance. Let me put some. We got some minor resistance here in the middle somewhere, right here. Around, yeah, around these areas. Why is this shit so thick? There you go. Alright guys, so those below here, settings. I think we remove the template right now because there are no cells here. Just right here. All right, let me just send the chart in the Discord real quick. Let me just send the chart. Little layout. All right. December 6th, 2023. You should have my chart now, right? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so if you guys press the link in the charts channel on the Discord server, you should have the chart, my chart, so you can follow exactly. All right, let's see here. Let's see, do we have any news today? So we got Forex Factory. Let's see here. On we're in Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. All right, so we got non-farm employment change in about 30 minutes here. So I'm gonna wait. There's probably not gonna be any trades until 2:15 here, cause I would wait till after news, cause this is probably gonna bring volume, and it's probably gonna bring some volatility. So we want to wait till after news, right? We don't want to trade news, so we wait till after non-farm employment change, 10-20 minutes after, and then we can start looking for positions. Because taking the trade before, there's a chance the trade does not play out until news, and then you have to hold it through news, which is very risky. So yeah, we'll have to wait for news here at 2:15, and then we could look for positions probably. Somewhere around 2:30, we can look for positions, guys. So in about 30 minutes here we have news, but in the meantime we could look for some plays here. This is the hourly. Okay, hourly does seem to wait. Let's look on the daily. What did the daily do yesterday? Alright, so the daily did close bearish here. Daily did close bearish. We seem to have almost tapped this support right here, but not quite. And this does not have a steep enough bottom wick. So, to be honest, I believe the daily might come down, guys. I'll be honest, guys. The daily came down, did not create a steep enough bottom wick. Then we came up and tapped right into this area of resistance right here. You see on the previous. We tapped right this area into resistance, and then we came back down. So it looks like we're about to flip and potentially fill this wick right here and break the lows to then come down and tap the support. Then when we hit the support, I'm not sure what we're doing, right? All I know is we're probably gonna want to come down and hit the support right here. Right, so on the daily time frame, I'm pretty bullish. I believe that we're gonna flip on the daily. Right? If we go down to the 4 hour, let's see what the 4 hour wants to do here. Alright, so the current 4 hour closes in 1 hour here. Yeah, would like to see if the 4 hour could come down here and close below 2013 here. That's what I want to see. The 4 hour, I would like the 4 hour to flip and come down close to 2013. Although I do believe we might make a top wick right now. So we might just come up here, make a top wick, fill this wick, previous wick right here, to around the areas of, I'm not so sure we're gonna come up all the way up again and break the highs, but I do believe we're gonna come up to at least 2029 here on the 4 hour. So yeah, that's about it for the 4, right? How many pips is that? That's about 70 pips. So that's a big range we're playing, guys. That's a big range we're playing. Alright, so let's go on to the hourly now, see what we're working with. On the hourly we have, alright, so we came down, respected, broke below, filled until 2010, and that's exactly what I said yesterday, guys. We're gonna fill range 2010 before we drive up, right? If you were on stream yesterday, you knew that we were anticipating range fill down to 2010. Alright, so then we came up, closed above, retested, and now we're driving, and then we drove up. Corrected the move, and now we're respecting again here. So let's see. Seems like we're respecting, but we don't know yet. We would want to see a rebreak here. We could see, if we saw a rebreak there, we could play something. Rebreak of 2021. But remember, guys, this is the range you're playing. This range is the range you're playing. Okay, so remember, we're in here, and it's gonna probably bounce around here. And once it breaks out, we're probably gonna drive whichever way we want to go. So remember, we're between 2035 and 2021. So yeah, I think right now we're respecting right here, and we seem to be wanting to drive up at least a bit. This does not have a steep bottom wick. You see? Does not have a steep bottom wick. Although we did reject here a lot, right? You see rejection, and then finally we came up. Right, so it looks like right now we're about to come up a bit, at least to maybe fill this wick right here. So if we go down to the 30 minute, let's see what we can play here. 30 minute does seem to have some minor resistance here. Around here, right? So possibly if the 30 minute here in 19 minutes could come up and close above 2026, you could be looking for buys to come up and fill the rest of this range, right? Because historically, that's what it has done. If you look historically, once it comes up and closes above 2026, it's filled the range. It did that here, and it did the same here, right? So historically, we do want to fill that range between 2026 and 2029, right? So that's why we could look for buys if we now come up and close above here on the 30 minute. right? Let's see on the 15. Same thing. So this range is the range I'm expecting to get filled today. Whether we drive down or up, I believe this range will get filled. Between 2009 and 2006 is the range I believe will get filled. So, but we still don't know. Maybe, like, even if you want to, okay, so even if you want to pull back, even if you want to keep going down, I still believe that we need to come up here. I still believe we need to come up here, tap around here, and then we can flip and come back down, right? So I still do believe that before driving down again, we do need to break some highs, and we do need to grab some liquidity up around 2009, 2029, 2006 areas, right? So we could anticipate buys from around 2026. Yeah, that's about it, guys. So this is the range I'm looking for. I'm looking for between 2029 and 2026. That's the range I'm looking to get filled. That's the range I'm looking to play. Right? Right here, I'm not touching anything. Here, I'm not touching anything because here, price is very... You see how it has rejected in different points around this whole range? So there's no, like, clear direction. Because if you look here, see, once we rejected here, then we rejected down here, then we rejected here, then we rejected here. You see, so we don't know where the rejection is going to be. So it's stupid to play this range because you have no idea which rejection is going to respect. Right, but here you have clean traffic all the way up, right? Because you can see here that there are no rejections. The rejections are down here and up here, right? There's no rejections in the middle of this range, meaning that this is clean traffic. This is a slippery slope. You see what I'm saying, guys? Same thing here. The rejection was down here, up here, down here. You see, so between this range, there are few rejections, and the rejections are often at the top or the bottom of the range. There are no different levels of rejection in between the range where price could possibly reject off of. So yeah, that's about it. That's why we're looking for between 2026 to 2029 here, if we can fill this range. Possibly, I wouldn't want it to overshoot because remember yesterday we overshot a lot. So if there's just one candle here, we would like to see something like this, right? This candle comes up like this, then the next candle comes up like this, all the way up here, and then we come back and we close like this, and we'll leave a top wick like this. Right, this would be the perfect way to close. Like this. So we come up slowly but surely. We don't want to see just one candle rip up all the way, right? Because if we close here, then there's not a lot of room for me to operate. Right? I just have 10 pips left in the zone. So we overshot. We already filled the range. But if we close around these areas right here, you see we do have still 30 pips to play with. Plus we lift up top wick, which means we have range, because this top wick on the lower time frames is just range. So then if this happens, we would like to see bottom wick form, and then we're in right here on the bottom wick. That's where I'll take a buy position, right? This scenario right here. So remember this scenario, screenshot it if you want, do whatever you want, but this scenario is the play I'm willing to take for buys, right? So we come up, create a top wick, break, come lower, but we still break the resistance, so we still close above. Next candle opens up without a top wick, creates a bottom wick, and we're in on the bottom wick. That's the no top wick play. That's the play we take every day, guys. That's the pick I've been preaching every day on stream, this play, because it's undefeated. Undefeated. So if you want, guys, you could screenshot this, do whatever you want. The chart is in the Discord. My personal chart is in the Discord. Just click the link and you'll have it. And yeah, just wait for the positions, guys. You see here? Do you see this, guys? Look at this. Look at this. Quick. Now imagine that this happened here. above the resistance. Imagine that this happened above the resistance. Because then you would be in on a buy here. You would expect price to flip. Right? Because 85 to 90% of candles have top wicks and bottom wicks. So you would get in here. You would wait for the candle to flip. Once it flips, you'd move your stops to break even. So it's a risk-free trade. And then you just wait to fill the previous wick. Right? The reason we're not doing it now is because we're in the middle of the range. Right? So this might just be a rejection. But if we close above range and this exact scenario happens, that's the perfect undefeated 100% win rate play. Just remember this structure, guys. Take a picture of it. Remember this structure, because this is a very important structure. This is one of the, like, this is a oof, like this is a oof moment for traders. Like once traders see it, look, it flipped. Look what's happening, right? So if you take buys down here, by the time you have flipped, you're already in profits. And look, now it's driving. It wants to fill the previous wick. What did I say? That play is one of the best plays in trading, guys. You see? Flipped. And by the time it flipped, you're already up like 10, 20 pips. So that's your advantage point. And then you could just ride it up. Risk-free trade. And then you could close whenever you want. When you could close when it filled the wick. Right, guys? So, yeah. Just remember that. That's what we're looking for. But we're looking for it to happen over here instead. Above 2026, right? So yeah, otherwise for sells is hard right now because we didn't come up enough, right? So we'd like to see us come up to around these areas, right, before we take sells. Come to the other pulse and then close below 2020 here. That's when I might consider sells, right? Or if we come up, create a top wick, and then we close, create a top wick to 2029 areas, and then we close below 2016. 2026, I mean. And then we might look for sells. But until then, we'll have to wait for this. Also, we do have, you gotta remember that we do have news here in 20 minutes. Right? And they're expecting good numbers. But you never know with these damn forecasts. You know, they're wrong half of the time. Like I'm right. I could guess and I'd be right as often as these people. So, yeah, can't really trust the forecast. Just have to wait and see what this news says. Never try to predict the news, guys. I've tried to predict the news in the like at the beginning when I started trading. Tried to predict the news. I was like, oh, the forecast is gonna go good. Some random guy on Twitter said it was gonna go good, and then I got fucked. So yeah. Don't really trust the forecast. Just wait for news to happen, wait for liquidity to come, and just wait for price to cool down, and then you can start trading after. But yeah, news is very, very, very hard to trade. Like you have to have some insider information. You have to know Joe Biden's son to trade news. Oh, okay, we're pushing here, guys. You see the flip, guys? It's 23 pips, guys. You see how the play played out perfectly? See how price came down, flipped, and now it's driving, right? Ooh, we came up and we tapped. This is what I didn't want to see, guys. I didn't want one bullish engulfing candle, right? I wanted the price to slowly make its way up. I wanted the price to create some structure. Yeah, here we go. You see, guys, how the no topic play played out? This candle, before it looked like this. This candle looked like this. That's what it looked like. Right? The top wick was non-existent. And then flipped and drove. Typical no topic play, guys. Typical no topic play. If you guys been on the streams for some time now, or for a couple of days, you should know that play by heart, because that play is the center of my whole strategy, right? That play is the center of my whole strategy. 60 minutes for a closure here, guys. Let's see. If we close like this, that's perfect. Close like this and make a bottom wick. That's perfect. Ooh, don't feel the range though. Don't feel the whole range though. Damn, guys, looks like we're about to fill the range. Yeah, guys, looks like we're about to overshoot here. Which is what we don't want. We didn't want to overshoot. Alright, can we close above 2026 and make a bottom wick here? We might be in some buys real quick. Quick buys before news here. Let's see if we can scalp some 5 minute plays here. This looks good as well. Okay, so if the 5 minute, okay, so this is perfect, guys. This trade would make sense on the 5, 15, and 30 minute time frames. So if we go here and we look right here, so came up, left the top wick, which means we have range, closed, still closed above though, came down, grabbed some, or filled the imbalance, and now if we come up and close above here on the 5 minute, that will mean we left no top wick on the current 5 minute. We still closed respecting, and on the 15, that means that we left the top wick and closed above, and same on the 30, right? And same on the hourly. So this play would make sense on a lot of different time frames here, guys. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. If we get this play, that would have been perfect. Excuse me. 3 minutes. 3 minutes here. Dude, I really... I really don't want news today. But unfortunately, we had news. Unfortunately, we do have news. So not that much we can do, guys. We just have to wait for news, wait if we get our position here in 2.5 minutes. If we don't get our position now, in 2 minutes, we have to wait till after news. And I'm gonna close, if I get a position now, I'm gonna close it before news. Just so you guys know. So I'm not gonna hold till after news. I'm gonna hold it max 10 minutes. Even if I'm in drawdown, I'm gonna have to close it because, you know, there's no point when news might push price on the opposite direction. We don't want to get wrecked first thing in the morning. We don't want to blow our account first thing in the morning. It's here. One minute and 50 seconds. The 5 minutes still hasn't flipped. I don't want it to flip. I don't want this one to flip. I just want it to close like here, like this. I don't want it to flip. I do not want this shit to flip. Okay. 60 seconds here, guys. 60 seconds. Ooh, tensions is definitely rising. The tensions are rising. 40 seconds. Let's see if we can close like this and get a bottom wick. $20. It looks good on the. How does it look on the hourly? Let me see here. Yeah, the hourly. Yeah, looks good on the hourly as well, guys. This trade does look good. I'm gonna be honest. This trade looks very good. 8 seconds here. Can we close above? Come on, push up, push up, push up, push up. Alright, I think we did close slightly above. Ooh, okay, we did not. Okay, we got a top wick, guys. We did get a top wick here. Yeah, guys, that's the fortunate. We did get a top wick first, which is not what we wanted. We wanted a bottom wick first, right? Yeah, and we did not, like, look on the 15. We did not quite close above. You see here? See the resistance here? So yeah, we have to wait. Hey guys, guess we have to wait for news. Yay. See here. What's the dollar doing? Dollar did push up. Closed above and pushed up. Yeah, look guys, we didn't close above. We got a top wick first, so yeah, this would have been a bad trade right here. Right? Do you guys see how thin the line between a good and a bad trade is? Like, just because we didn't close like 2 pips above and we didn't make a bottom wick first, that means we're a bad trade. Right? So the line between a good and a bad trade is very thin. It's very thin. That's why precision is the most important thing. Precision and sticking to your plan. Because the smallest deviation could lead to a drawdown. The smallest one. Like, everything has to confluence. Everything has to make sense. So let's wait for news here, guys. Yeah, so while we wait, why don't you guys tell me about your day? How is your day been, guys? How's your trading been? You got any ideas? Caught any W's? Caught any L's? Blew your account? Yeah, let's not get any FOMO here. Let's not get any FOMO. Yeah, like I said, guys. Like I said on the stream, in the beginning of the stream, we do have to tap these areas. Right? That's what I said when we were here. I told you that we do have to tap between 2029 and 2026 before heading down, right? And that's exactly what we're doing right now. So again, I believe this is just liquidity for us to eventually head down and close below 2020. And you could say, okay, if you knew it was going to hit these areas, why didn't you just buy? Well, because I didn't know when it was going to hit those areas. That's the thing. So I don't know if it's going to drive straight like this. It's going to drive, come down, and then hit the areas. I just know that we have to touch these advantage points before we head down. Right? And that's why I was planning to take buys if I got my play. Because I'm expecting price to tap 2029. But again, we have to get the perfect entry. Perfect. Yeah, looks like we're tapping 29 here, guys. As expected. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, if we could tap 29 and close below 2026 again, that would have been perfect. So we come up, tap this area, make some structure, and then we close below here. Then I'd be good for sells as well. I'd be good for sells. Off the belly leg. Thank you, bro. See you tomorrow. Take care, man. So yeah, boys, we come up, we tap these areas, we come down, close below 2026. We could possibly look to fill the range down to 2022 here. So yeah, that's the next position I'm looking for. Will we get it? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Damn, my hands are cold. I can't trade when my hands are cold. It looks like we're about to reject here. Yeah, guys, looks like we're about to reject 2026 here on the 15 minute, I think. Yeah. Okay, so since we did that, yeah, I'm not so sure here. I don't know. The thing is, we have news in 7 minutes, so I'm still not gonna trade, but I'm just trying to figure out if this was enough liquidity for us to head down, right? Was this enough, or do we need to come up further? Let's see here. Let me just mark the zone up. Tap those areas. Yeah, look. Tap the same areas. Tap before coming in. So we came up, tapped these areas, and then we came down. Came up, tapped these areas, came down, right? So historically it makes sense, guys, right? So yeah. That might be enough for liquidity. That might be enough liquidity for us. Yeah. This might be enough liquidity, guys, here. So let's wait 5 minutes here for news. All right. 4 minutes here for news, guys. Let's see. See you in 3 minutes, guys. All right. 1 minute here, boys. 1 minute here, boys. 41 seconds. All right, let's see here. What will price do to gold? What will news do to gold? Honestly, I don't believe it's gonna do much because I don't believe this kind of news has that much impact. So yeah, just have to wait to see, I guess. Yeah, that's really all. Damn. Holy shit, yeah. News came out very bad. News came out very bad here, guys. Fucking hell, lad. But good thing is though, we did tap 2029. We did tap 2029 here. So now can we head our way back down here? Did we break the highs? We did not break the highs, guys. Good thing is though, we don't have any more news today. Nope, we don't have any more news today. So after this is pure price action. So we'll have to wait and see here. Yeah, there we go, guys. We tapped 2029. Exactly like I said we would. Tap 2029. Now can we head back down? Let's see here. Looks like news is pushing us up here. Around, how much did it push? Not even that. It pushed around 38 pips. Right, so news didn't have that much impact. Crazy, right? Although we did get really bad news here. We did get really bad news. We got, yeah, we got very low news. Although non-farm employment change usually doesn't have that big of an impact. So, you know, this is just a quick push. It's 30 pips. Like, compare this to when Powell speaks. It's not even like, it's totally different. So, yeah. Still, if we go to the daily, we did tap into that resistance right here on the daily, right? We did tap 2035 on the daily. So, what do I believe is going to happen on the daily? I believe we're going to flip and fill the wick down to 2009. That's what I believe we're going to do on the daily. So, yeah. Very bearish here. On the high time frame, I'm bearish. Because if we look historically, right? Came down to around the same areas. Came up and we tapped 35 again before heading down, right? Tap 35, made a bottom wick, came down. So 35 does seem to be an area where price usually taps, you know? Same thing here, came up to 35, tap. This was news induced. But yeah, guys. So, with current price action, I'm expecting the daily to eventually come down and fill the previous wick while also making a steeper top bottom wick. Then after that, I don't know, right? After we could still push up, I do believe we're gonna flip once on the daily. Yeah, dollar is dollar really took hard to this news. Dollar really didn't react good to this news. Let me see here. What the fuck? There you go. Alright, 30-minute close here in 6 minutes. If we can close below 2029 on the 30-minute here, In 6 minutes, if we can close below here on this yellow line on 2029, that's going to be a good indication that we might be respecting and might be looking to head down again. If not, if we close above like this and we make a bottom wick first, we might take the wick play, right? Same on the 15. If the 15 closes above 29 here like this right here, and we make a bottom wick on the opening on the next candle, we make a bottom wick but no top wick, we're gonna get in on the bottom wick expecting a flip, right? Because we're still short-term bullish right now because of the news, so the news is still fresh. Alright, 2.3. Here. 8.
And then eventually 2038, 2040 to tap into those areas. Overall target obviously is 2045.
Yeah, guys, looks like we're heading down here. Like I said, this is probably liquidity to drive down. We'll have to wait and see though. Since the news came out bad for dollar, you might still push up here on gold a bit more, right? You might still fill this wick, etc., etc. But I believe that if we close below 2026, I might be good for sales here, guys. Yeah, we'll close above, close back into range. If we close below, right around here. You're looking pretty decent drive down here, guys. Let's see the 15 close here in about 1 minute and 40 seconds, and I believe the 15 will close respecting. So the 15 will be closed respecting 2029.7. Right, we wicked up because of news, but I believe gold still has a bearish sentiment, or I do believe that gold has a bearish sentiment on the daily. If you look, right, I still believe the daily is gonna flip soon and make a steeper bottom wick. So we have to wait here for the 30-minute close or the 50-minute to close. If the 50-minute could close respecting 2029, would be good to look for sells below 2025, right? So this is the first part of the plan. This is the first indication of the plan, is that we close below 2029. If we close above, get a bottom wick with no top wick, we might be in buys as well, because that's the 30-minute too. Right, so that's the 30-minute closure above range, and the 15-minute closure above range. Right, on the 5-minute, yeah, on the 5-minute, that's gonna be respecting, right? So the 5-minute will be respecting, the 15 will close above range, and the 30 will close above range, if that happens. So we have a lot of time frame confluences. Alright, we closed above, but we did not make a bottom wick first. We made a top wick. We do not have a bottom wick on this candle. Neither do we on the 15. Seems like we are about to make a bottom wick now, though. Yeah, that is the bottom wick, guys. Pips. Yeah, this is good. So now we just wait for closure below 25. See how the 5 closed back into range? Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Alright, let's see what we can grab here. We got 30-minute closure in about 17 minutes. Seems like we're closed respecting on the 15 here at 2030. Yeah, we did tap, like I said earlier today, we did tap 2029, which was what I was expecting since this morning, because that was the area of liquidity which we needed to grab to eventually close below 2021.2, and we can look for sells below there, because I do believe the daily needs a bottom wick, right? I do believe the daily needs a steeper bottom wick. Since I believe that, my daily bias is still bearish for the day. Like, the sentiment is still bearish, right? Even though news turned out pretty bad for dollar, which means it's good for gold, I'm still heavily bearish overall. And also, non-farm employment change isn't that big of an impact news, right? It's a red folder, but it's one of the weaker red folders. So yeah, it was just a quick surge, so we'll have to wait and see here. I will wait for the 1 hour close here in 16 minutes, right? If the hourly could close above 2030 here, I might be looking for buys up to 2035, because there are no apparent or big resistances up until this point right here. So there's a clean traffic up until 2034.57 here. So yeah, we'll have to wait. Good thing is though, we did sweep liquidity, right? But damn, that dollar is getting hammered, guys. Bad news after bad news after bad news after bad news. Last week we had bad news all week. This week, look, CPI was bad. Job opening was bad. Non-farm employment change was bad. Let's see how employment claims can be. Because this, like, dude, this Friday is going to be one of the most volatile days of the month. Because you have unemployment rate, right? Which is very important. We'll have to wait and see. But Friday, be very careful Friday, guys. Risk less than you usually risk, because it's going to be very volatile. Again, guys, if you want the chart that I have, my exact chart, just head over to the Discord. It's in the charts channel. Just head over there and you get the chart, my exact chart for free, with the marked areas, right? If you're too lazy to do the chart yourself and you want to follow the stream, it might be easier if you have my chart, right? And then you can change it, of course, to your preference, like whatever you think works best. Dude, coffee. I fucking love coffee, guys. Gets the pump going. $12 minutes, we might get something here, guys. 12 minutes. If we close above here, we should be good to drive. If we close above 2031, no, 2030.8, we should be good, because that's a closure above range on 3 different time frames here: 30 minute, the 15 minute, and the 5 minute, right? Let's just hope it doesn't push before before the closure. Come on now. Come on now. This is still good. This is still good. We need it because we need still a bottom wick before we close above, right? We don't want to close above too bullish, right? Because then you might expect a pullback at some point, and you don't want to have a pullback when you're in a position, right? So I'd rather get the pullback before we close above, so that when we're in a position, we get at least like the least amount of drawdown possible, you know? Yeah, looks good, guys. Looks good. Like expected, price did tap 2029 to 2029 area. So now we can just wait and see if we can close below 2025 here to come back down and possibly fill the range to 2021, where we can grab sells and expect the daily bottom wick to be steeper, right? So that's what we're looking for here, right here, guys. If you didn't know, now you know. Now you know what we're looking for.
Watching Don.
Let's just hope this doesn't close doji here. We did lose volume here, guys, so we have to wait in about 30 minutes. New York will open, and New York session will open, and then we might get some volume here. The dollar is fucking tanking right now. Holy crap. Yeah, so okay. We have, yeah, I mean the play is still the same, guys. We're waiting for a closure here above 2030, right? 2030 here in 3 minutes. Can we get that? I think we're gonna get it here soon. It looks like it at least. Yeah, guys. While we wait for price to do his thing, and while we wait for this non-volume shit until New York opens, you guys feel free to ask questions, guys. I'm here to help. I'm here to provide. So feel free to ask questions, whatever you want to know. Have any questions about Forex, even in general, life, psychology, strategy, plays, whatever you want to know, just ask questions, guys, and I'll try to answer them as well as I can. Alright, because you should see every stream as an opportunity to learn, right? As an opportunity to grow. That's what you should. Not even a stream, every encounter you have with people, every experience you have, you should see it as a lesson to learn and grow from. You should try to squeeze as much out of it as possible, right? Every conversation you have, you should try to listen as if, even if you're not interested, act like the person you're talking to has something that you don't know. He knows something that you don't, right? So every situation you get yourself in, every interaction, every experience, you always treat it as a lesson, and you try to squeeze as much knowledge and as much from it as possible, right? So even here on the streams, like, guys, when you're here, ask questions. Don't just look at the charts mindlessly, and don't just follow my trades, but try to understand why I'm taking that trade. So one day you don't even have to tune into my stream anymore. You could just take the trade by yourself, right? Because that's the goal, right? That's what I did. When I just started off, I used to watch people's streams all the time. I used to watch streams, and I didn't just blindly follow what they traded. I tried to understand exactly what they're thinking, what their perspective is, and why they are taking that trade, right? That's exactly what I did. And then eventually, once you've done that for a couple of months, then you start to get your own groove. Then you start to get in your own groove. You start to get up on your feet. You start to be able to walk on your own feet, and yeah, that's when you start. That's when you have the real growth, right, guys? That's when you have like. Wait 1 second here. Yeah, that's when you have your own. That's when you have your best chances to learn something. Is when you're watching stream, when you're talking to people, when you're going through experiences, right? That's why when you come here, try to understand why I'm taking the trade. Try to learn. Don't just blindly follow the trade. Don't just look at the mindlessly look at the charts, right? Maybe I should put some GTA gameplay under my stream so you guys could focus. So you guys could hear what I'm saying. But yeah, no joke, guys. I mean, have to treat everything as a learning experience. So right now, what's happening right now? Well, we're close respecting, right? Close respecting on the 15, on the 30, and on the 5. So what could we expect now? We can expect price to possibly drive down here. So we could expect price to possibly drive down and fill the range down to at least here, right? Since we're close respecting. Right, we did get a fake out on the 5. We did not quite get a fake out on the 15, right? So we have to wait here. But you see, guys? That's what you have to understand. So with here, it closed above, goes back into range, came up, respected, retested, and now we might be able to come down here. So let's see if we can grab some sells here, guys. Possibly, very possible. The only problem is we do not have any volume. That's the only problem here. We do not have any volume. Right, so we have to wait till New York opens. New York opens in 28 minutes. Right, so we have to wait till New York opens. You know, guys, maybe if we close below here, maybe we look for sells, right? Because that's officially a fake out. So maybe if the 15 can close, because now we can look for sells, right? It looks like we're rejecting. So now we can start looking for sells. This was a plan the whole day. If you've been here from the beginning, that's exactly what I said to the T the whole day. We were right here. I told you guys, we need to come up and tap 2029 areas. Between these two lines, we need to come up here, tap 2029 before we can come down and grab some sells, because we need that liquidity above here. That's exactly what I said this morning. And that's exactly what we did. So now the first part of the plan is done, which means we came up and we grabbed liquidity up here. So the first part of the plan is done. Now we just have to wait for closures below 2028, possibly 2025 to look for sells down, right? That's the game plan, guys. Doesn't get easier than that. So let's see here. I'm gonna be on stream for about another hour here. Then I have to go. But I'm gonna be on stream for another hour. See what we can grab here. Let's hope. Let's pray that we get something today. If we don't, we don't. If we don't, we don't get a trade, right? We can't force anything in the markets. But hope we'll find it. Yeah, bro. I really do. Let's wait and see here. But if we don't find it, that's okay too. Then we trained our discipline, right? That's also one thing you gotta understand, that. And with news, anything can happen. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you have to be very careful. But yeah, even if you wait here, even if I've been streaming now for 2 hours almost, and even if we don't get a single trade, it doesn't mean we wasted those 2 hours, because during those 2 hours we analyzed the charts, we learned analysis, we trained our discipline, because we didn't enter any impulse trades. We waited, which means we have trained our discipline, right? So those 2 hours paid off, even though we didn't get money from it. We still got something up here, which is even more important, I would argue. So yeah, guys, if you ever like all the time you spend in the charts, nothing is ever a waste, because you always get something from it, right? You just have to change your perspective. So looks like we're about to come down here. Let's see. Can we get a closure below 28? These analysis will happen next week, as markets won't be as choppy. True. Very true. Very true. Because this week we have unemployment rate at the end of the week, and then we have unemployment claims tomorrow. So yeah, it's true. We do have a very choppy and unpredictable market, since we have a lot of news and stuff going on. But next week, okay, never mind. I thought this was, what the fuck, dude? I got so scared. I was like, what the fuck is this? But it's franc. This is not dollar. This is franc. I was like, what the fuck is going on next week? Why do I have so many red folders? No. That's not right. Let me just change this. There we go. Monday, nothing. So Monday we have clear price action. Tuesday, core CPI. FOMC. Thursday, okay, we do have news next week. A lot of news next week as well, it looks like. But we do have, damn, bro, we do have a lot of news next week. Look, this is when I start. This is like when I start my stream, right? Or I started 13:30, so I started 1 hour before this. And then we have to be careful. So we have between 2:30 to 4:30 to trade. Oh, I might even do a late night session. Let's see here, because we do have FOMC. But yeah, this is next week. This is too far. We can't think next week. Let's focus on what we got in front of us. But yeah, that's true. The markets are very choppy. Yeah, a lot of red folder news. Yep, we have a lot of red folder news. So we have to be very. Next week is gonna be a fucking bombshell. We have to be very careful next week. So let's see. But yeah, the markets are choppy today. And also there's not a lot of volume today at all. Like since I started the stream, this has been all this is the only thing that's happened. Since I started the stream, this is the only thing that has happened. Right? We moved up. We just moved up. The whole stream. Right? And that was what I was waiting for. To tap 2029 areas, right? So now we have to wait and see here. Can we close above 2030? If we close above 2030, we have closed above range. We could possibly look for something, because that's the 30-minute close. So we have to wait here. But while we wait, guys, don't be afraid to ask questions. Anything you want to know, anything you're wondering, anything you want me to analyze, anything you want me to answer. Because we won't get a trade. We won't get a trade within the next 20 minutes, I say. Within the next 20 minutes. Yeah. Because we have to wait for the 30-minute close, right? Let's see if it wants to close respecting or if we want to close above. Damn, bro. It's cold as fuck in my room. Okay. What the fuck is price doing? Why aren't we moving? Come on, gold. Move, for fuck's sake. Do something. I'm not saying you to go up or down, but do something. What's your highest pip catch till now? Ooh, I have to go through my journal. Let me see here. Highest pip catch. Wait, let me see. Let me check my journal. I have it somewhere here. Yeah. I don't know if you can see this, but this is in October. That was in October. That's my highest pip. That was around 200 pips. Yeah, that was in October. That was my highest pip catch, 200 pips. Yeah, that was my only swing trade. Yeah, that was my only swing trade. I don't do those often, but when I do them, it's very nice. It's very nice, you know. But usually I catch 20 to 30 pips, usually, you know. That's usually what I catch. All right, looks like we're coming down here, guys. But I don't really look at pips that way, you know. I just play what I see. So if I see my play, I play it. Then how many pips I catch, that doesn't matter, right? I could catch 20, I could catch 10, I could catch 30, I could catch 500. Doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that I follow my plan, right? That's the only thing that matters. Then if I catch 10, 15, 20, that's all the same to me, right? So yeah, I'm not going to expecting anything. I'm not going in a trade and expecting to catch this amount of pips, right? I'm just going in the trade based on what I see, based on my plays, based on my playbook, and then how many pips I catch, that's up to the market to decide, right? You know? But yeah, it's definitely nice to catch 200 pips. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely feels good. Definitely feels good. Let's see here. Can we close below 2028.9 here? That should be good to drive down, guys. To at least this area right here. So it's 23 pips. Let's see if we can get that. One day let's catch and live stream too. Yeah, man. One day we probably will. One day we probably will. I'll be here. I'll be live streaming for a while, so one day we probably will. How much is 1 pips? Well, that depends on how much you risk, right? So 1 pip is just on gold. 1 pip is, this is 1 pip. That's 1 pip, right? So on gold, 1 pip is 10 price point movements, right? So if you go for 25, if you go from, let me show you here. If we go for 25.5 to 25 point, let me see here. That's 10 pips, right? So if you go for 25.5, 25.766 to 24.76, that's 10 pips. Do you understand? If you go from 25.7 to 23.7, that's 20 pips. So 1 pip is equivalent of 100 points here. So 1 pip is equal to 0.100 movements on gold, right? That's 1 pip. And then if you're talking money, that depends on how much you risk, right? Like if I play a 5 lot, 1 pip for me could be $200. If I play 0.5 lot, 1 pip for me could be $20, you know? So it depends on how much you risk. But if you're talking in proportion to gold, 1 pip is 0.100 in price movement, right? That's 1 pip. So meaning from 2030 to 2020, this is 100 pips. One second, guys. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, basically 1 pip is 0.100, 0.100 movement. Hope that answers your question. Let's see here, we're coming down, guys. Coming down here, very good. Looks very good. Can we close below 2028? We shall see. Okay, I'm just doing stocks, so I had no idea what pips is. Yeah, man, it's very different. Stocks and forex. People think investing is the same thing everywhere. No, stocks and forex is very different, right? But yeah, 1 pip is just another word for like a certain price movement. So 1 pip is 0.100 here on gold. That's just, you know, it's just a word to explain how much price has moved. Like it's a metric. But yeah, gold does seem to come down here. If we can close below here, we might get in some sells, guys. We do not have a top wick yet, so that's also one thing to look out for. Yeah, we did top this resistance right here. You see, we rejected before, rejection. Like we have rejected around these areas before, and it seems like we're doing that right now as well, right? So we're coming down. That's why I have my line right at here, because look at this rejection right here, and then look at this rejection right here, and then right. So you understand, guys. That's why if we close below, we might be good to drive down, because that's clean traffic right all the way down, because we have to fill this imbalance right here. See, we have a strong push, which is probably going to follow by strong retracement down. If we zoom out, this is still a lower high. So we have still not broken structure, right? So if we zoom out here on the 30-minute, you can see that we made a lower high, lower low, lower high. Now can we make a lower low? That's the point. Because we have not broken structure. So if we broke here, we could say, okay, we broken structure, we're now in a bullish trend, but we're still in a bearish trend since we still made a, let me draw this out. So we have a high, then we have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? This is what price action usually looks like. So that's why we could be expecting sells here. Just so you guys know why I'm expecting sells, or why I'm looking for sells. It's because right now we're in a bearish trend. But we still do need confirmations, which is a closure below 2028 or 2025. So that's right here. if we get a closure, what can our stop loss and TP be? Great question. Alright, so let's say we get a closure now here in 10 minutes. Let's say we get a closure here and get a short position on this closure right here. So what can we expect the stop loss to be? So let's see here. When is the trade invalidated, right? Well, the trade can be invalidated once we probably break these highs, right? Because once we break these highs, we have clean traffic to start driving up, right? And we have broken structure. So once we break these highs, that means that we have broken structure and we're now in a bullish structure trend, right? Because we didn't make a lower high, we made a higher high. So that means that once we close above here, that could be our stop loss, right? So stop loss is where you break the structure. That's where I put my stop loss. So when do I, like, if I didn't have my stop loss here, I would probably take buys here. Meaning that once price closes above here, I believe that it's going to go up. So the most logical place to put a stop loss is where I believe that we're shifting. So my stop loss would be around here, 2040 areas, right? My take profit would be bottom of this range right here. This would be the trade. This would be the trade. This would be the trade. So my stop loss is 2040 areas, and my TP would be bottom of this range because I'm expecting range to fill. Because historically we have filled this range down right here, right here, and right here, right? And then where do we reject? We reject right here. We reject right here, right here, right? We see that price rejects on these areas. So that's why that's our TP. And we also have some minor resistances, right? So you gotta remember, this is a minor resistance here, which means that once price comes down here, this is what we do. We move our stop loss to break even, right? Because we know that this is a minor resistance. That means that here price might actually, it might reject. We don't know. Small chance, but we might reject. That's why, just for security's sake, we move stops to break even here. So that's why. That would be the trade. So stop loss is when I believe that the trend has shifted, and take profit is where I see a bunch of rejections and where price has rejected in the past. The bottom of the range, aka. Did you get that? I can try to give you another example while we wait here. Let's go somewhere. Okay. Let's go here. So we have our range. Right, we have our range. And now we could look for closures above or below, right? So for example here, close above here. We could say, okay, once we close above, we could take a long position here. So let's just say we take a long position here. Where would our stop loss be? Well, our stop loss would probably be around, let's see, we are here now. So our stop loss would be around, this is hard stop, right? And our take profit would be top of the range. This is what the trade will look like. But one thing that you have to realize with trading is you have to actively manage. So let's say price, this candle right here, the new candle comes down and we close below again. That means that it's a fake out, right? We came up, closed above range, and then we came up and closed back into range. So in that case, I would probably tighten my stop loss, right? I would probably tighten my stop loss. But if we do just come down and wick down, the trade is still valid because we're still close above range. This could be just a bottom wick for us to drive up, right? So the stop loss and the take profit is basically where I believe that the trades are invalidated. So stop loss is here. I believe that we have broken structure and we might be heading down right here to the next area of support. And take profit is just the top of the range. So where I want the range. So that's pretty much it. Pretty much like pretty simple, pretty straightforward, right? So yeah, that's how I put my stop loss on TP. Well, what happened to music? Damn, we made it through the whole playlist. Holy shit, we've been here for a while. Dude, I really wish we could play some real music. Like, imagine if we could play like Drake or something. I'm so tired of these lo-fi beats, bro. I hear them when I fucking try to sleep in the night. I hear them in my nightmares. Thank you for making it clear. Yeah, no problem, man. I got you. I hope you understood. I hope you understood. But if you look at the streams, if you stay on streams, you'll see where I put my stop loss and take profit. But yeah, we seem to be not moving here, which is a problem. So we seem to have lost volume here. Yeah, I'll be on here for another 30 minutes, guys. I'll be on stream for another 30 minutes, then I have to dip. But yeah, let's see if we can get a trade. Probably not, but you never know. Yeah, but the only problem is RR is a bit high, but when we are confident in the setup, then it's worth it. Yeah, but dude, okay, in my opinion and in my experience, I don't care about RR at all, right? I don't care about having a positive RR. There are like people care about RR so much. I need to get a RR, you need to get RR, but I don't believe in RR. I just believe putting your stop loss where the trade makes sense, right? Because why would you follow some arbitrary RR plus rule instead of actually doing what makes sense, right? So why would, okay, so let's say I closure above here. Let's say we get a closure above here. So let's say I get in here. Well, my realistic take profit is right around these wicks, right? That's my take profit, right around these wicks, fill of these wicks. That's my take profit. And my stop loss, let's say I wanted, this would be my stop loss, right? If I wanted a positive RR, but this doesn't make sense. Because price could easily just open up here, wick down, take me out, and then come up again. And that's usually what happens, right? That's why having a tight RR does not make sense to me. Because why would I have a R? The trade still, like, the plan is still intact here. The trade still makes sense. At this point, the trade still makes sense. We just have a bottom wick. We haven't closed below. We haven't made a fake out. We haven't done anything. We just have made a bottom wick, which means we might flip and we fill the range, right? So that's why I'm not really a fan of having a positive RR or must have a positive RR. I just believe putting your support and resistances or your stop loss and take profits. I just believe in putting your stop loss and take profits wherever it makes sense, right? Wherever price makes sense. So yeah, you can't put your rules on the market. You have to follow the market. So my stop loss and take profits follow the market, right? I don't try to put my positive RR views on the market. I just try to follow it. So yeah. I mean, hey, if people want to trade with positive RR, you're welcome. But I don't trade with a positive RR, and so far it's worked very good for me. So yeah. But I understand you, bro. I understand that it could look scary, but you just have to trust your plan and trust your strategy. And once you do that, you won't care for some RR. Like RR is, yeah. RR is stupid. As long as you're confident in your plan, the RR shouldn't matter at all. But yeah. That's what I think of RR. I'm sorry I had a rant, but I had so many people tell me about RR. Oh, you have negative RR, you have negative RR. I know. That's the point. That's the point. Yeah, confidence in setup is enough to attain success. Exactly, bro. Exactly. If you have your strategy that you have tested over a year, over 2 years, and you know that it consistently makes profit, you have over 80% win rate, and then somebody comes and tells you, oh, you have negative RR. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Right? So yeah, that's what matters. All that matters is you have confidence in your own setup, and you have back tested your plays and your strategy. That's the only thing that matters, right? That's what I preach every day on stream. Yeah, guys, can you hear the Christmas music? Come on, Gold. Come on, Gold. I need Gold to give me a Christmas present, and that's volume. It's not loud? Oh, okay. My bad. I thought it was too loud. All right, that should work. All right. Now it's audible. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback, bro. All right. Yeah, guys, that's the play I was looking to take. Invalidated. Right, so I was waiting for a bottom wick here. I was waiting for this with no top wick, but we made a top wick, unfortunately, because we did close above range here, but we still have a minor support here. This thing here, this is very tricky, because okay, you could say it closed above range, but then you see here, where are we there? You could say we close above range here, right? Close above range, but then you have another range here, and then you have another range here, and then another one here, right? So it's tricky. This range is very tricky. So we have to wait for a breakout, guys. We have to wait for a breakout. But this is good, because now we came up, grabbed liquidity, so now if we close below 2028, perfect. Let's hope we can do that within the next 30 minutes, because I really have to go. I have to meet my friends at 5, so, and they're gonna be pissed if I'm late, because I'm always late. I'm always the guy that's late. You know, I'm known for being late in my friend group, so yeah, I gotta step that shit up. Gotta change that. Oops, the fuck did I do? Okay, so the 4 hour did close above range here, guys. The 4 hour did close above range. The 30 minute closed above range. 15 also closed above range. So do we want to take sells here or buys here, guys? Do we want to take buys here, guys? All right, guys. I think what I'm gonna do here is I might take a low risk, so I'm not gonna risk that much. Buy here. Very tight stop loss. Just based off the closure. Just a very tight stop loss play, guys. Not much more than that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Low risk, guys, so risk 0.5% here. Don't risk a lot here, because this is not the no top wick play, right? But we just did this expecting because the 4 hour did close above range, right? 4 hour did close above range. 1 hour close above range, and so did the 30 minute, right? So there are many confirmations here. So we'll have to wait and see here. Let's hear. Will we take our first loss in 13 straight? Will we take our first loss in 13 straight wins? Let's hear. By the way, guys, I did not call out this trade on the channels, so I didn't call it out on the Discord or Telegram channel, because I only call out my top tier trades on there, right? So this was more like a test of a new strategy that I'm looking for, right? That's why I only risked 0.5%, so it's nothing, right? Let's put it on the break of these lows where, there we go.
Words, I'll say.
yeah, for you guys in the Discord and the Telegram channel, this was not called out. This is just a low risk, low percentage trade, just to test the breakout strategy. Do you think it may flip out? No, I just like I was just because it's a closure like on the multiple time frame. So if you look at the 4 hour, this is not a flip play. This is just a, you see on the 4 hour here, the 4 hour closed above range, right? So I'm looking the 4 hour to come up, probably fill up until 2035. So it's just a closure above range, right? That's all it was. Closure above range on the hourly, on the 30-minute. That's all it was. So we closed above the range, and that's why. So, and it's a low risk trade. This is not usually part of my playbook. I'm just, you know, I'm just testing things out with low risk. So that's why I didn't call this out on the Discord channel, because on the Discord channel I wouldn't want people to take this trade on the Discord. Right, but let's see here. It may flip, it may not flip. It's just that I do believe we have to tap 2035, right? This might be enough, but we might see another tap, right? And we also might see a double top. So we might see it come up here again. So it's just 20 pips, 30 pips, okay. You see, guys, so now if this trade doesn't work out, because this was a low risk trade, right? So if this trade doesn't work out, I will journal it, and then on my journal I could see, like, here's my journal, right? You guys can see, or you guys maybe can't see. Wait, let me share the journal with you, just so you understand how to grow in trading as a trader. Where is it? Right there. Alright, so now you guys should see it. So if you guys look here, right? So right here, these are my trades. These are where I log my trades, right? And here's the trades. Here's the strategy I use for each trade. So fake out, breakout, breakout, top bottom rejection, no top slash bottom wick, etc. So here are all my plays, and then I log what time frame I took them on, why I took them, etc., etc., and everything, right? And then if I go to analysis page, or setup page, and detailed analysis, I could look exactly which trades performed the best, which trades performed the worst, what win rate I have on each trade, right? So you can see here the win rate is 95, 100% on both biases, and then I could change here, right? This is why I also take low probability trades sometimes with low percent risk. It's just to fill out my journal, so then I have, by the end of the year, I have a bunch of different confluences. I have a bunch of different information to see what works and what does not work. But yeah, guys, that's the trade. That is the trade. So try to take the breakout. It was just a fake out. So yeah, that's a trade. But yeah, I did not call this trade out on the Discord or the Telegram channel because it was just a mock trade. Yeah. So let's see here. Now can we get the play we've been waiting for? The closure below 2025, right? I just have to log this trade real quick. Wait. Okay, so we had a breakout 2020. 40 New York session, gold, bearish, buy, breakout, 50-minute, let me just fill out the journal real quick, guys, and I'll be back to analyzing. 15, 30 minutes, 1 minute. So let's see, what is our win rate now? If we log that trade, our win rate is now, let's 19 divided by Alright. Our win rate is 87% win rate. $87 point. Alright, guys. Let's see here in 10 minutes. If we get a real play here in 10 minutes. Let's just if we get the no bottom wick play here, guys, in 10 minutes. That's good. So now we know. Now we learned something, right? What did we learn? That we should have waited for a fake out, right? So we broke out, but we had a resistance here that we did not think about, right? So we have to be more careful about where we look at for resistances, right? So we have to make sure that whenever we take a trade, the range is completely free, right? So for example, here you can see that the range is free, the range is clear. Clear range, clear range, clear range, right? But above here, the range wasn't clear, right? You see how it's choppy here? You see how it closed in the middle here, right? So that's the reason that trade didn't work out. But we know that now. We have journaled it. It's in the journal, and yeah. Next time we will be more careful, right, guys? And that's how you grow as a trader. Let's see here. Looks like we're pulling back here, guys. Yeah. Gold is dumping right now. I mean, it dumped a little bit here, came up, but it's overall we're bearish, so we're very down on gold, right? You can see here, bearish trend, bearish trend, bearish trend, bearish trend, bearish trend. Broke structure, right? So yeah. We're in a bearish trend right now. The only way we could look for more buys if we break above 2039 here, because if we break above 2039, we have officially broken the structure, right? So we have lower high, lower low, 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 lower high, because we still haven't broken these highs. Lower low, lower high, right? So unless we come up here, because once we're here, once we come here, we have officially made a higher high, right? So we have broken structure. And since we have broken structure, that's when we could look for buys up to this range. Right here. So that's the only valid, that's where I would look for a high probability. That's where I would call out the trade on the Telegram and Discord channel, because that's a high probability trade, right? But right now, yeah, we are seems to be dumping here. Seems like this was just a bottom wick, like we had just made a huge bottom wick, grab liquidity. So we do have a wick fill here. So let's just wait and see if we can close in 5 minutes here below 2028. If we can close below 2028, we could look for sells down to fill this wick, right? Because like I said earlier, guys, like I said the whole day, I do believe the daily will flip again. I do believe the daily will come down and flip and fill this wick down. I do believe that will happen. Alright, because right now, you see how the daily has just... You see how the daily just stopped here for no reason? I believe we need to come down to at least this resistance right here. If we come down to this resistance, the daily will probably then bounce back up. But we do need to tap this resistance because that's what we have done, right? So if we look here, if we look right here, you can see that we came up and then we went down to that resistance area, right? So we do tap these resistance areas. Here we have wicks, 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 right? So we do tap this resistance area before coming up again. So I'm expecting this to do the same thing now, right? So I'm expecting history to repeat itself. Right, so I am expecting a bottom wick around these areas right here. If we get a bottom wick to around these areas, we could be looking to head up back up again. But until we do that, I'm not so sure. But yeah, it looks like we're coming down here, guys. So that's why I was heavily bearish during the whole day. Like, that's why my bias was bearish, you know. There we go. Three minutes here, 3 minutes, and we might get a trade. So ideally what we want to see is the same play we've been taking all day. The same play that has a 90% win rate. It's the no bottom / top wick play. And if you guys been on the stream, you know what I'm talking about exactly. So yeah, basically what the play is I can draw it out for you. So the play is this candle closes like this, closes right here, and we do leave a bottom wick right this, like this. Okay, so this current candle closes like this, right? The next candle then comes up like this without creating a bottom wick first. So we just come up like this, right? And right around here we're in, that's when I enter a sell position, right? So if we go here, right here, that's where I'd enter a sell position. So I'd enter a sell position right here, stop loss above previous high, looking to fill the range down, right? And so then I'm looking for this candle to then eventually flip, because we know that 85 to 90% of all candles have both bottom and top wicks. So if you just scan the market, how often do you see a candle with no top and bottom wick? How often? Right, not so often. We have one here, one here. Yeah, most of them have bottom and top wicks. So we know that this, based on probabilities, this will eventually make a bottom wick, right? That's why we can expect price to flip, fill the range down, right? And when we at the flip, it stops to break even, right? Because then we do have a bottom wick, right? So that's the price has done what we wanted to do, and then we could just wait. And price will fill the range down, right? So that's the play we're looking to take. So let's see here. 1 minute. Can we pull back in 1 minute? I would like to see a pullback and a top wick. That's what I would like to see. If you can get a pullback and a top wick, I'll be in there like swimwear. Let me just put on the music so I can keep your TikTok brains entertained. Wait. All right. 27 seconds here, guys. Let's see. All right, we got a top wick. Yeah, guys, I'd be looking. I'm selling here. I'm selling gold here. So I sold gold here, guys. This is. Wait, let me just call it out. All right, so I've grabbed the sell here, guys, because the price did exactly what we wanted to do. All right, it flipped. So we do have here stops to break even, guys. Gotta be quick, guys. All right. There's a push. Alright, guys. There's a push. Closing full here. Stops to break even. Alright, let's wait this out. There we go. That's the push. Stops to break even here. Risk-free trade. There you go, guys. That's the trade. There we go. Exactly what we wanted, right? We planned the trade. Closure below, top wick with no bottom wick. Exactly like I lined out. We got the play, we executed, we took it. Perfect. Now it's a risk-free trade. If you want to close full, you can close full here, guys. Yeah, that's the trade, guys. That's the trade. That's what I've been sitting here and waiting for this trade for a couple of hours now, right? We told you we're gonna come up, grab liquidity here, come down, close below 25, potentially to get a trade, right? Damn, I have to change the win rate again now. Yeah, guys. $36 pips. Well done, guys. I hope you caught the trade with me. It went very quick. I know I was very quick, but that's how the market moves, guys, right? That's how the market moves. You have to be quick on your feet. Like, you can't be slacking off here. But yeah, the important thing is not that we made money. The important thing is, did you guys understand why I took the trade? And why I called it out, right? Right here. Called it out on, I think you can see here, yeah. Called it out on the Discord channel. So if you guys were in the Discord channel, congratulations. If you're on stream, congratulations. But yeah, the most important thing is that you guys understand why I took the trade, right? So we outlined it perfectly earlier. Closed below, left the top, left the bottom wick. Next candle open up, made a top wick without no bottom wick. We went in on the top wick, expecting it to flip and drive down to fill the rest of the range, right? Simple trade. That's what we do all day, every day. let me just log the trade here, guys. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. How much have you earned this month in USD? I'm not telling you that, bro. That's personal information. And that's not what this channel is for, right? We don't flex money. We don't talk about money here. We only talk about trading and skills. Trading skills and trading strategy. Percentage wise, I'll show you. So we're sitting at, right now we're sitting at 29%. Not this month, previous month, because this month just started, right? It's been 6 days, so there's no point in saying this month. But last month we were 28%. This month, so far, we're at, this month so far we're at 10%. Yeah. I do risk more than your typical trader, right? Because the typical trader makes 8%, 6% a month, right? Yeah, but I risk a little bit more than most traders. That's the thing. But that's because I'm confident in my strategy, right? I've tested my strategy for 2 years, day in, day out. I haven't missed a single candle in 2 years. So I have tested my strategy day in, day out, every day for 2 years. So I know that my strategy works. That's why I risk a bit more, right? And if you risk a bit more, you make a bit more. That's how it works. But yeah, last month was a good month for sure. December usually is a bad month for traders. Everybody knows that. December is a hard month for traders. So yeah, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see. But I will defy those odds. I will beat those allegations. I'm gonna flip that. I'm gonna flip that notion that December is a bad month. Here on Quality Traders Club, we're gonna make it a good month. All right, December is our favorite month on QTC. But yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, tell them now, cause I'm about to end the stream, cause I have to go. I had to go 8 minutes ago, but we got in the trade. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm up 7% on my stocks, but I'm using long strategy trades. Yeah, exactly. So 7% is really good, guys, especially on stocks. On stocks where there's no leverage, because I'm playing leverage. So on stocks where there's no leverage, 7% is really good. So great job, man. Good job. Alright, boys. It's been a good time. Thank you to everybody that watched the stream. I appreciate you guys. I hope you made some money today. If you didn't, I hope you stay disciplined, follow your strategy. And finally, we got a trade. Finally, we got a trade. After 4 long hours, we got a trade. But it was all worth it, right? So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. You already know. Live every day. Same place, same time. Alright, boys. I'll see you on the next stream, guys. Take care.